Hi, and welcome to Business as Usual. Have I found a fun place for you to check out today? I am with Danielle Dobriner, and she is the owner of Nosh and Curd in Mars. How are you today?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing very well, and I was so excited to look at your website and see some of the fun things that you do here. What is Nosh and Curd?
Sure. So we are a specialty and artisan cheese shop here in downtown Mars, and we focus on really carrying cheeses that you can't otherwise find in the area. We also do meat and cheese trays, or charcuterie boards as they're better known, that have been trending over the years. And we have so much fun customizing those for clients. And then we do things on the catering side. So we do the large grand grazing tables, we do other catering, and then we do workshops as well, anything from building your own charcuterie all the way to wine and cheese pairings.
How did you ever decide to go into a business like this? What gave you the idea?
It's definitely not something I ever expected to see myself doing. So I actually was working for Infinity Custom Homes at the time, and they have all of their houses beautifully decorated. I had gone into the kitchen at one point, and there was a cheese book. And I started flipping through it and trying to find those cheeses that I saw in the book in the area, and there really wasn't anything around. So I decided to start small and start doing the meat and cheese boards for social media. And I started getting requests for them. So I quickly found a commercial kitchen that I could sublease. And then July of 22, we were able to open our own storefront and really have the selection of cheeses in the case. We have our grab and go items here behind me. And then of course the retail things as well.
Well, there are so many delicious looking things, and charcuterie boards are so hot right now. How did you discover where to purchase these cheeses? Are most of them, do they come from far away, or are they like from the United States or local? Where do you get them?
I've done a lot of homework, and I've been studying to become a cheesemonger as well, which is a process in and of itself. So from that research, just studying, I've also come along across some cheeses as well. So I take a lot of care in looking at the other businesses around that sell cheeses, just to make sure I'm not duplicating what they already have, and to offer something really special to the area. A lot of it is online, and then I've made some great connections with people. We went to Spain back in May, and I made some great connections there. So we do get a lot from overseas, a lot of international cheeses, and then we do domestics as well.
Very nice. Now, when you say cheesemonger, is that someone who makes cheese, or just a person who's really into cheese? What is that?
So a cheesemonger is actually the equivalent of a sommelier for wine, only on the cheese. There are actually less than 1,000 cheesemongers in the world. Wow. So it's a very rigorous testing. You also go through so many hours of having to be working with the cheeses and around cheeses. I will not be making any cheeses, although I do that at home just out of enjoyment. But that's a whole other process there.
It's probably the best ones, huh?
You know what? Sometimes.
So now you talked a little bit about, I think you mentioned classes at one point. So tell us how the classes work. How does a person find out and register to come to a class, and what do they learn?
Sure. We have a wide range of classes. So we have Charcuterie 101, where it teaches you the basic methods of cutting the different cheeses, how to pair cheeses, what to include on a board, and then what else you can incorporate other than the meats and cheeses. And then we also do things like wine and cheese tastings, or beer and cheese tastings, where we actually partner up with a lot of local breweries, such as Stick City down the road. And they're usually between an hour and a half to 2 hour classes. And we just focus on really having a good time, but learning a little bit in the process as well, and teaching customers so that they feel comfortable doing things on their own.
That sounds like so much fun, and a great way for friends to try something together, or a date night or something like that.
Yes.
Now, I imagine there is some kind of cost that's involved with these classes. Can you give us an idea of what the range is for something like that?
The range is normally 85 to 130, just depending on the type of class. And like I said, they range anywhere from 1.5 hours to 3 hours sometimes. Wow. So there is a wide variety of classes for people to choose from. And like you said, It's great as a girls' night out. It's great as a date night. We've had a lot of like mother-sons and mother-daughters. So there are just so many different ways you can go about, really taking advantage of the classes themselves.
Yeah, it'd be fun for like a bridal party or something too.
We've had bachelorette parties
Very
as
fun.
well, yeah.
Yeah. So now I noticed on your website, I saw something called, you have all kinds of gifts and things you can order on your website. And I saw one that was, I think, a charcuterie bouquet, which I just thought was beautiful.
Yes.
So tell us about some of the things people can find online. And here at the store also.
Yeah, so at the store we have breakfast and lunch. We also offer the grab-and-go case behind me, which is where you can get mini charcuteries as well as lunch items, or even something to take for a hostess gift or just a small wine night. The charcuterie bouquet that you mentioned is a huge, very popular order just because flowers die. At least you can eat. At least you can eat the bouquet that you get from here. And people ship. We ship all over the United States.
Wow.
We have shipped to Hawaii, Puerto Rico, really everywhere. And usually the charcuterie bouquet is the one that people are ordering to ship to friends.
Yeah, I didn't realize that something like that would be possible to ship like that, but that's really cool. What kind of events do you do catering for?
All kinds of events, really. We do a lot downtown with the Cultural Trust. So, for instance, they have the Taste of Jazz coming up in September, and we're always involved in that. We also do a lot of nonprofit, and then we do things for bridal showers, baby showers, weddings, cocktail hours, really anything monumental you have going on in life. We do baptisms, graduations, there's such a wide variety of events where we're often catering.
Yeah, and what kind of lead time do you need when someone wants to do an event like that and have it catered?
Honestly, it depends on the time of year and the size of the catering. September through December, we are usually booked up pretty fast. So the sooner the better. We have people that will, like I've already booked something for next August.
Wow.
So we have some people that are really on top of things and like to get booked in early. So the sooner the better, but I would say a week for standard caterings is ideal.
Tell everyone where you are located and how they can find out more about Nosh and Curd.
Sure. So we are located on Grand Avenue, right in downtown Marsboro by the post office. Our address is 113 Grand Avenue, Mars. And you can also find us online or through social media. Our website or social media such as Instagram or Facebook is just Nosh and Curd, all spelled out as one word.
Well, Danielle, I can't tell you how excited I am to learn about this new business. I'm looking forward to coming here. And if you're looking for an adorable gift for a teacher or friend, someone who might be in the hospital, anybody, any occasion, or want just to get a nice lunch, come in and visit Nosh and Curd. For Armstrong, this is Daneen O'Donnell with Business as Usual. Thanks for watching this episode of Business as Usual. If you want to see more, just click on the playlist button up here. To keep up to date with all the shows from the Armstrong Neighborhood Channel, you can click on the subscribe button down here. See you next time.